Welcome to Talkpoint, your trusted source for verified, balanced, and fact-based news from across the United States and around the world. Former South Carolina Congressman and Fox News host Trey Gowdy is drawing attention after saying that no one has silenced the squad like Donald Trump. The remark came during his commentary on Fox News Sunday night in America, where Gowdy reflected on how former President Donald Trump's presence continues to dominate political conversation in the United States. Gowdy's statement was not meant to be literal but rather a commentary on the shifting balance of media attention in American politics. He argued that while the progressive lawmakers known as the Squad were once among the most visible figures in national debates, their public prominence has declined as political discourse has become increasingly centered on Donald Trump's activities, campaign appearance, and ongoing influence over Republican Party. The group known as the Squad includes Representatives Alexandria Ocasio Cortez from New York, Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts, Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, Cori Bush of Missouri, and Jamal Bowman of New York. These lawmakers rose to prominence after the 2018 and 2020 elections for their progressive agenda focusing on climate reform, healthcare, social justice, and government accountability. According to Gowdy, Trump's ability to dominate the political and media landscape has left little space for progressive Democrats to shape the narrative. He pointed out that when Trump is the focus of national discussion, media coverage tends to revolve around his statements, legal battles, and campaign strategy, overshadowing other political figures, including members of his own party and his critics. Political analysts, however, say Gowdy's observation only tells part of the story. Progressive members of Congress have continued to speak out on key policy issues from the ongoing conflict in Gaza to student debt relief and climate action. However, experts note that their visibility in mainstream media has declined as national attention remains fixed on the former president's legal and political activity. Reports from Reuters, The Hill, and Politico confirm that the Squad remains active in both legislative work and advocacy efforts, but that media coverage has been heavily dominated by stories involving Trump's campaign events and courtroom proceedings. Analysts say this reflects broader trends in how political media priorities conflict-driven narratives over policy discussions. Gowdy's remarks also come at a time when the political landscape is sharply divided ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Trump continues to lead most Republican polls, while Democrats remain internally split between centrist and progressive factions. Some observers suggest that Gowdy's movement and comments reflects a larger truth, that Trump's political brand still drives the national conversation more than any other single figure. Critics of Gowdy's remark argue that it oversimplifies a complex dynamic. They say the Squad's influence remains strong among younger and more progressive voters, especially on digital platforms, even if their voices appear less frequently in traditional broadcast coverage. Others see his statement as highlighting the media's ongoing tendency to focus on Trump as a polarizing figure, regardless of whether he is in or out of office. Despite the differing opinions, one fact remains clear. Donald Trump continues to shape not only Republican politics, but also the tone and focus of national debate. His media presence and campaign activity have redefined how political figures gain or lose attention in the current news environment. As the election season intensifies, both parties are recalibrating their messaging strategies. For Democrats, the challenge will be balancing progressive ideals with broad voter outreach. For Republicans, it remains about managing Trump's influence while uniting the party around shared priorities. Whether or not Trey Gowdy's comment was intended as criticism or simple observation, it underscores a central reality of American politics today, that Trump's influence extends far beyond his party and continues to shape the national conversation in ways few other politicians can. This is Talkpoint, bringing you clarified, fact-based coverage of US politics, national policy, and the stories shaping our shared reality. Stay informed, stay engaged, and subscribe for continuing updates on verified political news and analysis.